What is up, guys? This is Jake from One Hive. No, just kidding. This is Josh from Reddit Viper. We are way cooler than those One Hive guys. Just kidding, One Hive. You guys are awesome. All right, gonna recap our most recent war against Myanmar Army. We did pretty good here. They put up a little bit of a fight, but we were never really at risk of losing this one. We had control of it pretty much the whole time. We 3-starred every one of they had 6 Town Hall 10s and a bunch of Town Hall 9s. We 3-starred every one of their 9s and their 8s. Their 10s, we got 2 on all of them, but couldn't pull a 3. Matt was slacking off this war. Just kidding, Matt. You are the man. All right, gonna get to a couple things here preliminarily. First of all, defenses. One guy I want to point out here. Look at this, Mr. Mellow Mario. 8 times they hit his base, and before they finally 3-starred it. So we just want to give him some props. Good job, Mario, on the defense there. APOC had 5 too. They hit APOC 5 times and never got the 3-star on him. So good job to you two. Enemy team, they had a couple of stout defenses. They had some pretty bad bases, but they had a couple decent ones. They had one guy with 5 defenses and another guy with 7. So those are actually, we're going to look at the attacks on both those bases. The Weenis and the Black Hand, they had, especially the Black Hand, he had such a cool attack on their number 14. So, all right, let's get to it. Actually, before we watch an attack, let me note these guys. We had 9 guys with 6-star wars. Work and Rudy, both of them had 6 stars, and both of their attacks were first attack 3 stars on both their attacks. So, great job to you guys, and great war. Also, Tex, Mo Freeney, Jack B, Aki, Kid, and Budgie, and myself. I squeaked a couple out there. So, great job to all you guys pulling 6 stars, pulling some heavyweight in this war. All right, first up, we're going to look at one of Rudy's attacks. Rudy is a 9.5, hitting a Town Hall 9, but we won't hold that against him because it's a beautiful attack here. Let me get this out of there. Sorry about that. Rudy goes with a GoWiPe, actually, much to Smash's chagrin. Smash isn't the biggest fan of GoWipes, but it worked. Both of Rudy's attacks were GoWipes, and 2 3-star attacks, first hits on both these bases. So talk you through this one here. So Rudy's going to come in with his golems and his create a funnel with his wizards. Kill squad, not really kill squad. It's his main attacking force of his. Sorry, I forgot to mute. Group me. Coming in with his attacking force of a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s, his 2 golems, his wizards, and his beefy heroes. Cool thing about Rudy's attack here is, in my opinion, the coolest thing is his hogs. So he's gonna bring his hogs in once his main force gets into the middle here, into the core. He's going to bring his hogs in and takes out this cannon, which is great because his main attack force is not going to get to that cannon. And then he brings his hogs in here, and they just follow this path of defenses right around and just clean it out perfectly. Everything inside is focused on his big boy golems and P.E.K.K.A.s and his heroes, and those hogs just do work around the edge there. Hopefully they quiet down and group me soon. All right, so let me play this here. Oops. Play here. So he's gonna, you'll see he creates a pretty big funnel, clears out that whole southwest side with his wizards, behind his golems. Brings in a few wall breakers. Clan Castle Lava Hound not gonna do any harm to anything in this attack. And gets his P.E.K.K.A.s down. And they go to work. Actually, waits a little bit on his second one. And then he starts his hogs right away. With his hogs, just perfect placement and perfect plan. They take out that cannon, take out this archer tower, and then his main pack of hogs are just gonna look at. He's already got his wizards down doing cleanup work up here. That's a theme that you're gonna see common throughout all these 3-star attacks. Something that we talked about before this war. Posted a video on. Also, I want to note his poison. He drops a poison right up here and just keeps his hogs alive. They're being healed and the skellies are being poisoned, and that just keeps those hogs alive. I think he was going to get 3 no matter what, but because his heroes, his queen is still full health, and so he was probably going to get it, although this cannon up here might have been a little bit of an issue. But, I mean, look at all those hogs still alive. He just crushes this base. So great attack by Rudy. From here, it's just cleaning stuff up. So, which he started way early. I forgot to point out one thing. I'm going to replay this. Look at the time at the start of this attack. 1:45. This attack takes. So just an awesome attack by Rudy. Good job by you, Rudy. And then he also does the same exact attack. We're not going to watch it, but he does the same attack on number 9. And his it's not the same base. Look at the base real quick. It's a different setup, obviously, but he does the same, GoWiPe with backend hogs. His hogs actually, a lot of them die off on that one, but it works out perfectly. His AQ has full health, and just another beautiful attack. All right, second one we're going to look at is work. He puts in some work on number 8. We're actually going to watch 2 of work's attacks because there's a couple of cool things on each one. So this attack, actually, this base is horrible. His giant bombs, you would assume he's going to have giant bombs somewhere in here in the core, right here probably. That's what you would assume at least. It turns out he doesn't have double giant bombs at all. He's got one right here that his Barb King takes out, and then he's probably got 2 right here and right here, but they never trigger, and one up here that never triggers. So just a horrible base design that work benefits from. But he had a great attack anyway. It wasn't, even if there were giant bombs in that core, it wasn't going to stop his attack. But so I'm not going to draw this one out because it's pretty straightforward. GoHo gonna bring his golems and kill squad in from the northwest side there. Actually goes stoned with 3 golems. Does do a lot of tanking. He has a great jump spell placement that gets everything into the core. So his golems are tanking from both those level 3 X-bows. Gets his another thing to note on these attacks is these guys wait to drop their Barb King. And really give it time, give the wizards time to clear troops out, give everything time to get focused on the golems, give the archer queen time to take out the clan castle troops. So their kings last a lot longer than some of the other attacks I've seen. We're not going to look at any, but some of the other ones that I see where the Barb King dies off pretty early on, and just doesn't have the opportunity to do as much work and take out as many defenses because they get taken out by clan castle troops or get targeted on by Expos, stuff like that. So just really good job. That first heal spell, I'm not sure if he meant to drop that so early, but it works out perfect. I mean, he's got plenty of heals and plenty of troops. But those Teslas, it was just such a weird base setup, honestly. But he does great work on it. And again, look at these wizards up here doing cleanup up there already. Every one of these attacks you're going to see has wizards doing cleanup early. So, I mean, this is over. He's still got 1 wizard tower, still got the king alive, but the queen's going to go over there and take care of him eventually, I think. And, yeah, that's it. It's just cleanup from here. So that is it. We'll show the 3 stars for work. And then this next one, we're just going to run through it a little quick. Number 10 here. Another attack of works. Biggest thing here, it's another GoHo, pretty straightforward, bringing his golems and kill squad from the side. The biggest, most important thing on this is his jump spell. Watch how much coverage he gets from his jump spell. He just places it perfectly, and his king and golems get into this compartment, and into the core. And just perfect the way that jump spell works out for him. And then I don't remember which way he goes with his hogs. He goes surgical. Oh, no, that's right. He goes with like a half moon down here with his hogs. So just another great attack by work here. And just that jump spell placement was perfect with... I think the Expo still would have gotten taken out. I'm just going to fast forward through this clan castle kill because it's pretty straightforward. I think the Expo would have gotten taken out anyways by his queen, even if he didn't jump all the way into the core. But just, I thought with that extra little, wall there, that the jump wasn't going to take him into the core, but he ended up, just perfect placement and gets his stuff all the way in there to the core. So he drops a couple of giants down here, and then his hogs in that, like I said, that half moon. None of these bases really had good double giant bombs, so that helped. There were a lot of hog attacks this war. Expos were mostly set to air, so only a couple of air attacks. But yeah, just wrecks this base. And again, Whiz down here doing cleanup already. Get them down early. As soon as an area is cleared out of defensive troops, you can get those expos or get those wizards down to start doing cleanup. So yeah, he's still got hogs. Drops that last heal. And that is it. I'll clean up from here. Great attack by work there. Actually, two great attacks by work. So those are both first attacks. All right, a couple of cleanup attacks here. The Weenis on number 17. Their number 17 was the toughest base that we had. At least we hit it 7 times before Weenis finally took it out here. He's going to goes with a queen walk. That's what I wanted to show this one. So he brings his queen in over here. A bunch of healers on her, and just lets her start walking. I'm actually going to play it while I talk about this one because she goes for a little while. So he just drops his queen, lets her start doing some work, and she's going to take out this archer tower, the clan castle troops. He actually draws them out with a hog so that she takes care of them and he can get his kill squad down. Not really a kill squad because the queen is the kill squad, but so yeah, she's just doing working around there. Gonna draw that clan castle out, and they'll head over by the queen. This rage on the queen, I'm not sure if it was necessary. I think she might have taken it out, but maybe he didn't want to use her ability yet. But so he drops a rage there, gets her raged up, so she takes out that clan castle quick and gets moving on. And from there, it's just bringing in his golems from here and here, with the Whiz creating the funnel. And again, this is another one of those attacks that watch how long he waits to bring his king in. He's almost a minute into the raid, I think, before he drops his king finally. But just great patience, waiting until the funnel's created, making sure the king's going to go where he wants him to get in there and take that queen out. So great job there. And then it's just hogs, dropping the surgical hogs around the base. Oh yeah, one thing. I'll pause it here. Watch up in this corner up here. There is a Tesla there that he knows about because this is a cleanup attack. But he just he brings this one balloon along to take care of that Tesla. So keep an eye out for that up there. But yeah, it's just surgical hogs, and drops his. Yeah, there goes the balloon on that Tesla. That Tesla pops up, and he's going to drop his balloon on it here. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to point out here. Look at down here on this south side. Look at all this trash down here. If he doesn't drop these Whiz right away, all this raid is not going to succeed. His troops are going to end up somewhere up here, is where his main force troops. Actually, I think they end up on these defenses over here. But all this trash, and this cannon survives. That stuff is, if this trash doesn't get cleaned up and his heroes keep coming down this way, that cannon's going to stay standing. Or if his heroes go this way, this trash is going to stay standing. So what made this raid a 3-star was dropping these whiz down at the bottom. So I'll let it wrap up here, but just so key on those cleanup whiz. His hogs are all got centralized there. They didn't, I think he probably expected them to kind of follow along the outside, which they didn't do. They got into the core. So these defenses ended up staying, these defenses ended up staying up a little longer, but he had plenty left to take care of them. And again, all this stuff down here gets taken care of. All these trash buildings and that dark elixir storage that would have taken a while. So I mean, this raid is over. He's got the cannon still standing up at the north there, and that archer tower and cannon. But look at his queen's health. He's still got that golem tanking, so his king isn't taking any damage anymore. And so yeah, this raid is over. But again, look at the time at the start of this raid. 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute long raid. If he doesn't have those cleanup whiz down there, this raid is not a 3-star raid. So great job, Weenis, on the raid and the just smart cleanup raid. All right, this was, I think, everyone's favorite attack this war. The Black Hand coming in. This again was a tough base. We had hit it 5 times before the Black Hand comes in and just wrecks it with these redheads. So look at this, 10 Valkyries. So just an awesome attack. I'm just gonna let you guys watch it because I don't even know what he did here, but he wrecked the base with some redheads. That's what he did. But he goes ahead and draws out the CC, poisons them. Just fast forward through all this. Then he gets his golems down, creates a great funnel with all those whiz down there. Just clears everything out, and the whiz are eventually going to take out that dragon. Again, he just great patience. He does get his king down right away, but he knows the whiz are locked onto that dragon. King's going to be fine, and he's waiting to drop his Valks though until these wizard towers and that dragon, are out of the way. And he gets his Valks in there and just wrecks this base with those Valks. He 2 jump spells. I think the second jump is going to come over here to get the Valks into that area. Keep that base open up. And yeah, he's got a few back-end hogs just to clear out some defenses that he knows they're not going to get to. And yeah, I mean, this is just an awesome raid. Just let it run here. That haste, I'm not sure what the purpose of that was, if that was just a accidental spell that he brought along, or what was with that. But yeah, it didn't matter. I mean, he hasn't even used his queen's ability yet. She's sitting down here attacking on a wall, but she eventually gets through that and goes up there and takes out some trash. Eventually, I think she comes around and takes this archer tower up here. But yeah, I mean, just a really awesome hit by the Black Hand. Really creative. Nobody else. I don't think any of the had used Valk, so I think that was just a brand new strategy on this base. And we see it a lot. People use Valks with a Govaloon to clear out if there's cord ADs, but don't see it often on a base like this. And but the Black Hand, awesome raid, man. That last one, I'm going to show you one that I did, and it actually wasn't a great attack, but going to show you, can still work out. The back end whiz, that's kind of the whole point of this whole war. We're pointing out the back end whiz, but it really did save this because my hogs, I was just pretty poor on my heals. So having the back end whiz to clean stuff up really saved this raid. But just a bad base setup. The queen, I'm going to do a 1-for-1 trade with my king. Just drop him up here with a couple of barbs to draw her out, and then do the same thing with the not a trade, but the archer queen. I'm dropping down here once I pull the CC. So just, basically king killing the queen, my queen killing the CC, and then just a massive hogs. I did, sorry, let me pause this here. There were a couple of, it's a bad base, there were a couple of potential giant bomb space spots here, here. That's really it. So double giant bombs. So I did drop a couple hogs just to clear those spots, make sure there's no double giant bombs, and it turns out there wasn't any. So but yeah, pretty straightforward attack. Simple, pretty simple strategy. But I did screw up my heals. I plan to drop my heals more here and here so that they're covered when killing those expos. And I thought there were cord Teslas here, which there were, and so I just wanted my hogs protected there. And I dropped those first couple heal spells a little early. But get through this kill here. This is pretty standard stuff. And then here come all the hogs. And just a massive hog. So that first heal spell was just horrible placement. The only thing that's on is that expo. And same thing with the second one. I should have got it more over the core and over that expo. But I do have plenty of cleanup whiz, and so I get them dropped right away. Tried to poison the skellies and just did a bad job with that too. My spells are just bad this attack. If I would have dropped the poison more, here while the hogs are sitting on the expos and the Teslas, then it would have killed off the skellies and I would have saved some hogs. But that last giant bomb got a couple of hogs, and the skellies got some, and the king got some. So I end up with only like 3 hogs left. But luckily I had dispersed my wizards well, and so all the defenses are down, and now it's just clean up. And I cleaned it up, pretty quick raid because of the whiz spread all over. So wasn't a hard base, but again, just wanted to point out the importance of having those wizards spread out for cleanup. So that's it. Great war, everyone, and on to the next one.